Hi, my name is Arihant. I am a rising junior at Basis Independence, Silicon Valley, and I'm going to be making a 3D printed robotic hand, and my starter project is the useless machine. So the useless machine is basically a box that more or less does nothing. I flip the switch and an arm comes out from the hatch and flips it back, and that's basically how it is. It's pretty fun to make, and there are a lot of components inside of it. So there is there's like a PCB in here that has a few parts. It's got a flip switch, it's got a couple resistors, it's got 2 terminals and a snap switch as well as an RGB LED. And basically flipping the switch causes the motor and the hand to come out and flip the switch back, and then the snap switch stops it from like going all the way underneath. It basically limits the motor. The terminals connect the motor and the battery pack, which has 3 AAA batteries, and basically has the hub for it to function, I guess. And so there's only, it's a normal motor, so it's not a servo. That's why the switches are important, to limit its motion. Building this, I came across a few obstacles. I started off by soldering the PCB, but I was using a soldering iron that had like an oxidized tip, so it was really hard to get the solder to melt right and get the pins to work correctly, or to connect correctly. But eventually I found a better soldering iron, and I used that to make it work better. And then another problem I had was that the corner posts are really resistant to screwing things in, so I spent a lot of time clamping them down and then doing it manually beforehand, and then then it would be easier when I was putting everything together and assembling. And the final thing I had was that the switch is a little bit big, and in order to get the top plate on, I had to take off a few washers, otherwise it wouldn't fit correctly. So yeah, that's basically it.